So let's get on the boat. Bumblecee. Clee. Damn it. Sorry. I'm terrible at reading, just to be up front. I will fuck up names and everything, but thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. Alright, so the wonderful treasure. And it has to have a capital T, damn it. Right, you may enter. Let's see what's in here then. What's up, dude? Bloom! My old swabby Bloom! So you're alive? All the other pirates said you got done in by that bird monster in the Forsaken Fortress, so I thought... Never mind what I thought. You're alive. Oh, I get it now. You came back because you missed me so much. I had no idea you wanted to be my swabby so badly, I see. Well, after you left, I went back to being on the bottom rung of the ladder, which is why I'm stuck here while everyone else is in town having fun and eating and stuff. But I guess being so worshipped by my swabby ought to cheer me up. Alright, why don't we set you on your next test, huh? This one is harder than the last. Good luck, you'll need it. You can see there are lanterns hanging throughout the room, right? Well, last time when you pressed the switch, platforms rose up for you to jump onto, right? Yeah, well this time there aren't any, which means you have to jump from one rope to the next rope. Pretty tough. And that's not all. This time I've put a gate on this door too, which opens the gate. The switch opens the gate, but it'll close if you don't get here before time runs out. Run out of time and you'll have to try it again, little swabby. Bumble, I usually do just random different Zelda games. I'm kind of like on a Zelda block right now. This is the third game that we've played. We're going to do one more Zelda game, which is going to be Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. After we finish that, we're going to switch back to some Final Fantasies. I do a lot of RPG stuff. I really like Final Fantasies. I've been wanting to try out like Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, all that good stuff back from the Super Nintendo era. And then other than that, occasionally, if I'm doing like multiplayer stuff, I do stream like Overwatch and random stuff like that. I don't play them very often anymore just because I got so burnt out on them. But Zeldas and Final Fantasies are what I've been into a lot here recently. And I really like Mario games. The switch that opens the gate is the same place as before. So go on, step on it. If you get all the way to this side before time runs out, I'll give you the bombs we got in town. Yeah, you heard me. Give it your best shot. Come at me, dude. Let's do this. I don't think I can grab it, can I? Damn it. Alright. Start over. Oh yeah, dude. Like I just got done playing oh shit. Okay, we made it. I just got done playing Donkey Kong 64. Trying to think of I got done playing Super Mario RPG, which that was fun. Damn it, I should have known that wasn't gonna make it. I'm really looking forward to playing a couple of games by Enix before Square actually bought them out. I might as well turn around. I have a couple of games from them in mind, and just like all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm not really opposed to anything, and if you have suggestions, definitely let me know. Because if there's something that, like, I missed a lot as a kid. Like, I grew up playing the Super Nintendo, but I missed a lot. And then by the time the GameCube really got popular, I really didn't play a whole lot of video games at the time. I didn't play a lot of stuff on the Wii, and I kind of got back into things at the Wii U. So, actually, if you type in chat !games, it will actually link you a Google Docs document, and it's got all the games that I plan on playing on stream, and then it still has the things that I've already played. And if I've already played it, it actually just goes on my YouTube. Like, I have everything set up on the YouTube to where it releases episodically. So, like right now, it's pretty much playing all of the Final Fantasy stuff that we did before this. Oh, that was close. Alright. Last push. What's up, dude? We made it. What? You gotta be... You did it already? You're incredible. This isn't good. I've never even passed this test. How could he do it so quickly? And he made it look so easy. And if I give this to him, everyone will know for sure. Oh, I'm so busted. Oh, okay. You're the best swabby of all time, so I guess I'll give you the bombs. Go on, take them. Just don't tell anyone, okay? I'm serious, really. Serious, okay? Okay? Yeah, see, I was the same way. Like, I was super bad at finishing games when I was a kid. Like, I never finished this game. Ever. I got fairly far in it, but I never finished it. Same thing with Ocarina of Time. We just got finished playing it. I had never finished it, just because it was just one of those things. I don't know why. That's mighty courageous of you, trying to steal treasure from pirates. I suppose I should be shocked, but I'm more amazed that you managed to survive after being tossed out of that tower. From the look of your face, I have to guess that you've saved your sister yet. You haven't saved your sister yet. You don't give things much thought, do you? Just rush in, never thinking how badly things could go for you. Like just now, the only reason you got what you did is because we left a simple-minded little rat like Nico behind to look after things. No one else would have parted with our treasure so easily, I assure you. And just how do you intend to use those bombs anyway? Don't tell me you're going after Jaboon's treasure too. Right now, Jaboon is hiding in a cave at the back of Onset where you were born, on the island you were born. But the entrance is blocked by a giant stone doorway. You can't get in without breaking down the door. We're going to relax in town and eat our fill of whatever this town has to offer, but we'll be leaving for Outset first thing in the morning. If you manage to find Jaboon tonight, then I guess you win. But if you take too long, we'll come sailing right by you tomorrow morning, and believe me, you didn't get all of our bombs. You better be quick, kid. Well, let's do it then. Let's race to see who gets there first. Yeah, so I beat it for the first time, I think it was last Saturday, or this past Saturday. I beat it for the first time, and I have to admit, it was frustrating how difficult it was. I don't know if it's because it was, I guess I had more patience as a kid or what, I don't know, but it felt like insanely difficult to play. Dude, where'd my boat go? Okay. A Link to the Past was the same way. I actually beat that when I was a lot younger, in my teen years somewhere. But I beat it, and I went back and we played it again, and it was insanely difficult. Like, it feels like it gets more and more difficult every time I play it, which is supposed to be the opposite, right? Well done, our preparations are complete. If what the girl says is true, the pirates won't be leaving until morning. We must meet Jaboon and get the pearl for him before they arrive. Let us delay no longer, Bloom. By golly gee willikers, let's go. Alright, so we're going to... all the way across the map. So we want, let's just do south. And then we'll pretty much just curve slightly. This way. And we should make it. Got it. It's gonna be a purple rupee again. Every time. Every time. We get trolled so hard. And like right now, one of the things that I'm trying to get set up is my 3DS so that I can start streaming with it. Like I want to do like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks and some of the remakes for the Final Fantasy games. I'd really like to do those on the 3DS, just for simplicity's sake of like playing them. I just feel like it would be a little easier than trying to find like a fan translated Final Fantasy 3 ROM or something like that, you know. But I'd like to try that, see if I can get that working. It'll take me a couple of weeks to set all that up, but once I get that set up, it'll be really cool. I plan on doing Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. I really want to do Minish Cap again. I beat it not too long ago, like maybe a year or so ago. It's definitely one of my favorite handheld titles. But I want to do it. I'd like to do both of the Oracle games. The only problem that I have with the Oracle games, though, is it's going to be like, to get the true ending, you have to like put in the code from each game and stuff like that. Got it back super fast. Oh, I was actually going to use the software version, like after you homebrew it and do all that. Yeah, we can get that later. I know it's going to be like a little bit, like, I guess a little bit more tedious to really set up and get working correctly, but it's a whole lot cheaper than doing like sending it off for a physical version. So essentially, once you homebrew it, once you get your custom firmware, there's just a program. I gotta remember what it's called. It is called Boot NTR, and what it does is pretty much you just set up a program on your computer, and your 3DS will just Wi-Fi the connection to the program. The program just captures literally what's going on the screen. I might be able to pull it up here really fast. Especially while we're sailing the ocean here. And it's really simple. The way that it works, you literally just go open the CIA file on your 3DS, and you install it, and then you open it from the home screen, and you tell it which version that your computer's going to be reading it. And mine, it's always the highest version, of course. It's 3.6 right now. And you just enter your IP address of the 3DS on your computer, and it captures it onto the computer. The only thing I really dislike about it so far is the window is like this big and you can't resize it. So whenever I'm setting that up into OBS and getting it ready for streaming, it's really awkward, like the way that it works. And I want to test a couple of different ways, because the way my stream setup is set up, no pun intended, I have 2 PC set up. Wow, dude, what a dick. Foolish creature who does not fear the gods, to the end of the sea with you, let the winds of Cyclone's wrath blow you. Oh, you're just gonna send me like a random ass way. Yeah, I can't. I just might as well steer into it. Dragon Roost is on the fucking top of the map. You gotta be fucking shitting me. It would seem that the wind god Cyclos bears some ill will towards human. As you go forward, it would be wise to not get sucked in by those cyclones you see upon the seas. But if only we could find a way to harness the power of those cyclones, then it might be possible for us to travel across the ocean instantaneously. You do not have yet an item that can pierce distant targets. If you did, you might be able to obtain such a power. Keep that in mind. Sure thing, bro. God damn it. Can we go up? Like, can you go that way? We're gonna try it. Yeah, I don't know when Boot NTR came out. I have a buddy that his thing is hacking 3DSs. Like, that's what he really is into. He's like super into his 3DS. He's had it hacked for quite a while, and he's been using all kinds of like homebrew apps and stuff like that. But he told me about it like a month ago, and it really didn't like hit me like, oh, it's, you know, not something that I want to do. But then, like, after I started playing some Zelda stuff, I was like, you know what, I'd really like to play the handheld versions. And then I knew that I really wanted to do the remakes of the Final Fantasy games on the DS. So I was like, I really want to do that. And I kind of just one day sat down and asked him how to do it. And he pointed me to a couple of different places, and I mean, within an hour, I had it up and running. I've just been kind of like tweaking with it, doing all kinds of little changes here and there to make it look right. It's very interesting. I'm really excited. And my younger brother, he's always been a handheld fan. He's always loved playing Nintendo's handheld consoles. Alright, moment of truth. Can we go this way? I don't remember if it wraps around or not. This is what I really dislike about this game. It's just once you set sail, it takes forever to get anywhere. But let me see if I can at least like open it up, and then really quickly I'll switch over to it. Alright, so pretty much like this is what I have set up so far. So this is what's going on the 3DS, and it's almost real time. Like it is really, really close. But it's pretty neat. So like I can boot up Link's Awakening. Now, one of the things is it does not support sound. So like one of the things that I have to do is for my 2 PC setup, I have all kinds of crazy stuff that I have to connect, but it's really hard to hear over the Wii U. But there you go. And you can pretty much stream straight to the PC, which I thought was really neat. So eventually, once I get all that stuff worked out, I'll be able to pretty much virtually play anything I want on the computer for stream, which would be awesome. But like the biggest issue is some of the software doesn't work at the moment, so that's kind of what I'm working around. Yeah, it works good if I have to rig it up to work, but it works fine once I get it rigged. The program itself won't send any audio to the computer, which is unfortunate, so I have to use a cable, but using the cable it works just fine, which is awesome. So I've been working off and on it for the past few days. And I can't wait. Like I downloaded a couple of games. I downloaded Final Fantasy Explorers, which I don't know if anybody would be interested in, but I really need to play it, and I have a friend that would actually play it with me if he'll sit down and play it while I'm on stream. I don't know if he would or not. But it's really cool. It's almost like a handheld version of Final Fantasy XIV. And there is so the Mana series, the Secret of Mana and all that, they pretty much stem from a Final Fantasy game that came out on the Game Boy called Final Fantasy Adventure, and it plays a lot like Zelda from what I've seen, whereas you're a character and you kind of have a sword and you kind of go around and kill enemies and solve puzzles and stuff. So I'm like super excited for that, because then that's going to lead straight into the Secret of Mana stuff. And for Final Fantasy Explorers, I played it a while back. I don't remember how far I got. It's all about like what level you are. It's kind of like what depicts how far you are through the story. I think I got to like level 15 or 20 or something like that. It wasn't far at all. But it's one of those games where like it's all about getting a party together and going out and exploring the world and doing that thing like as a group, which is really fun, but it's kind of hard to get into. Once you get into it though, it's not bad at all. So it could happen. So we are going to Outset. We need to blow down the door so that we can get to Jaboon's Actually, I guess to Jaboon. So we started here. We got to like here. And then the cyclone forced us here. So then now we're almost here. So literally, we're almost traveling the whole map twice over. Yeah, it does take quite a while. And I would have to say that's like the only thing that I really dislike about the game. Because like, I guess like their initial thing was we want to make it bigger, we want to make it feel bigger. Which it does. Don't get me wrong, it does feel a lot bigger. But then that comes with the stigma of, well, now you have to wait 10 minutes to go across the whole map. You gonna come after me, shark? Shark thing? There you go. And you missed. Good job. Yeah, I know that there's the thing that you can fast travel, but I never got it when I played through it the first time, so I don't even know how it works. And I don't know when it's obtainable. Redlines just said that whenever we get something that can pierce the sky. So, I'm assuming that's bow and arrow. Have you noticed, Bloom? Morning has not broken since we arrived at Great Fish Isle, the land that was so ravaged by monsters. It is as if time itself is frozen. Perhaps this is the curse that Velu spoke of. Whatever the reason, if this night does not end, then we need not worry about the pirates overtaking us. In fact, it might not be a bad idea for you to visit your hometown and family again after such a long time away. We can speak with Jaboon after you do. Let's go see Grandmama. Let's see what she's doing. Did the original one not have the fast travel? What's up, lady? Oh, Blue, Arrow, don't go. Don't leave. Don't leave the poor old grandma all alone. Alright, nice talking to you, Granny. Now, Jaboon is brother of the wind god. Uh-huh. I do remember getting to this place is... In that case, then we must search for the caver on the back. Yeah, so I remember it's in the back side. And there's a giant door somewhere back here. Here we are. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You can say. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, that's actually really cool. See, I didn't know that at all. That I do want to get. Slow down, slow down. Well met indeed, Jaboon. I am pleased to see that you are safe. Yes, it seems Ganon has returned. There can be no other explanation. Unfortunately, that is not so. The one I have brought with me has no connection to the legendary one, and yet I sense great promise in the courage that this one possesses. I do. It is the only way. Alrighty, Bumble. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Wow. So, like, no biggie. Just, here, have the pearl. No dungeon, no nothing. Thanks. He looks like down. He's like, oh. So, that foul rain and endless night were indeed the elements of a curse brought on by Ganon. He must intend to cast this land into pure darkness for all time. I believe I have.